Good evening, friends, followers and channel members. Welcome to Zurich. I do love flying on a Wednesday night in Europe because the VATSIM network always seems to be rather busy and alive, so hopefully that's what we're going to get tonight. Back in our trusty A320 following our Antonov stream yesterday, which was great fun. But yeah, Easyjet flight route. This is a real route. It departed in real life not that long ago, actually, so we're kind of playing catch up a little bit tonight. Let's get inside the flight deck. It's a little loud out here, so let me just jump in. Oh, that's better. All right, guys. Hope you are all well. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a good week so far. So obviously here we are in our Fenix A320 Easyjet. It's an Easyjet call sign today as well, as we're heading to London Gatwick. London Gatwick on a Wednesday night also is usually quite busy, so that can be kind of fun as well. Welcome everybody who is watching. Hey, a big shout out to all our channel members. Hey, J Hog, Joe, Elliot, DC, Ellen as well. Good to see you guys. Chris Tom is also here, and Sarah 2411. Thank you so much for coming on board. And Andre, hello as well. Big shout out as well to our Twitch viewers. Hey, Oscar and Andy64. Good to see you on the purple. Right. So operational flight plan, as always, is pinned into the chat, and we'll have a look at that. As we go through. Let me just do the so aircraft is in its turnaround state, obviously at this time of night, probably its last flight of the day. Let's just do the sort of like the turnaround flow. So we've got a nav logo light that's turned on. Acupressure, check that. Yeah, that's good, that's happy, we're in the green there. And flaps, spoilers, yeah, parking brake, all that stuff looks good. Before we go any further, we need to get some ATIS. Now I think we've got quite a bit of ATC around tonight, so let's just get the ATIS for Zurich, and then we can start setting up. So frequency for the ATIS 12572. Let me grab a pen as well. We'll scribble and get this down. 12572.
Zurich Information Alpha.
That was the end of it, clearly.
This is Zurich Information Alpha at 1920. Departure runway 32. Arrivals expect ILS approach runway 28. Transition level. This is Zurich Information Bravo at 1950. Departure runway 32. Arrivals expect ILS approach runway 28. Transition level 70. Wind 360 degrees 3 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds overcast at 3,200 feet. Temperature dew point -3, QNH 1017. Nozick. Report aircraft type on initial contact.
Alright, so already we've got a runway change. Our operational flight plan has us departing runway 28. We're now on runway 32, which changes things a little bit. We'll have a look and see what the departures are. So we are parked at stand, I want to say stand 56. Let me just have a quick look outside. I think it's stand 56. I've not got a number. Yeah. It's either stand 56 or stand 54. Can I say anything? Well, that says 33 there. I don't think that's right. Is it? Oh no, that's gate Echo 33. Don't confuse that. That's inside. Yeah, that's inside. That's totally different to the stands that we've got. We're at Echo, and do you know what? I've lost my bearings now. We're not stand 33, are we? Where are we? Can't do this in the real world. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we are where I thought we were. So, we're at stand... I want to say we're at stand 56. I'm pretty certain that is where we are. I'm surprised there's no stand numbers. Have we got anything on the taxi lines? Does that help us out? Well, hang on, what's this there? That's stand 58 just there. Yeah, so that makes us stand 56. Oh, gate numbers and parking stands, all different. So stand 56, let me write that down, otherwise I'm telling the controllers that we are somewhere that we're not. Okay, get rid of that. So as you can see, we are stand 56 then. So instead of departing on this runway here, we are now going to be departing on this runway here, runway 32. So we'll get a new clearance from ATC. Different to what we expected. Anyway, never mind, it's just something else that we're going to sort out in a little bit. That also means our departure will have changed as well. So I would imagine then, let me have a look at Navigraph, see what we've got. So let's just have a quick look at the departures for runway 32. That way, if we can predict what we've got, then there we go. So it looks like we're going to be the VEBIT for November instead tonight, which is fine. I just need to pin some different charts. So let me grab that one. Although that's for whiskey, it's not that, is it, that we want for November according to this? Tell you what, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Let's actually browse through the charts and find it. Maybe 4 November. Yeah, that would make sense to me. Let me pin that one down. And that is off runway 32, isn't it? Through continuation, then we need chart 10, 3x1. Let's check that out. 10, 3x1. Transition after VEBIT. Although, I don't think we're going that way. No, we're not. We're taking the Tango 5-1 anyway. Oh, I love a little bit of chaos at the start of a stream. Right, guys, there we are. Hey, Dark Furious as well. Hey, Dark. Good to see you, Andre, as well. Sorry, just coming back into the chat whilst sorting that out. Tell you what, first thing we're going to do, we're going to contact clearance delivery, and then we're not guessing, are we? So what frequency have we got for them? We've got 12192. Right, let's give them a shout. Zurich clearance, good evening, Easy59 Juliet Delta, stand 56, type A320, requesting IFR clearance as filed to Gatwick, and we have information Bravo.
Easy59 Juliet Delta, Zurich delivery, hello, Bravo correct, runway 32, cleared London Gatwick via VEBIT for November departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 6714.
Cleared via the VEBIT for November departure, runway 32, initial climb 5,000 and squawk 6714 for Easy59 Juliet Delta.
Easy59 Juliet Delta, correct, report ready for push and start.
We'll go Easy59 Juliet Delta. Right, we'll get the squawk in there before we go. We've still got a lot of setting up to do, but that way I won't forget. 6714. Okay, well now we've got that cleared up, let's go through the actual setup of the aircraft. Let me see. So QNH then is 1017. That's fine. Switcher panel, thrust levers, engine master mode selected. That's all good. Everything else is off. Parking brake is set. We've already been through that. Up to the FCU 1017. Throw the constraints on. That initial climb we've just got is 5,000 feet. So go and set that as well. Quick check of the overhead. Did that before we started, so that's pretty fine as well. You may recall me saying that we've slightly changed standard operating procedures now, in that normally we'd try and get the APU bleed on whenever passengers were boarding. That has now changed. So what it means now is that it's just gone back to sort of pre-COVID days. Leave the APU starts as late as possible. That way it's much better on the environment, noise pollution wise, and of course saves fuel as well. Right, so the operational flight plan. Let's go through this and then we can have a look at what fuel we're going to take tonight and check that out. So here's our operational flight plan. It's confirmed. What are we? Easy 59 Juliet Delta. That's fine. Alternate tonight is London Luton Airport. We just got under 15 tons of payload. Takeoff weight is 64.3. Looks like we're going to be taking off pretty much just above maximum takeoff weight. Maximum landing weight by the time I've thrown a bit of extra fuel on. If we need some extra fuel, I will be taking some actually because we're coming into Gatwick on a Wednesday night, which is always busy, so there's a chance of holding. Nice tailwind tonight of 22 knots, so that's going to help us along. Cruising at 38,000 feet. Shear rate is nice and low, so that's of no concern to us, that's alright. Plug fuel is 5.7 tons. And let's have a look then at what we've got route and weather-wise. So the routing is fine, going through France. Don't know if there's any ATC on in France tonight. I guess we'll find out in a little bit. Then into London's flight information region, coming in, expecting runway 08 right, Kunav 1 Golf arrival into Gatwick. So the weather there at Zurich, we can see ceiling around 2,500 feet. Visibility is good. Visibility looking about 8 kilometers at Gatwick, and the ceiling 1,400. So that also Cat 1. In fact, London Gatwick ceiling wise, that's the best of all of them. It looks a little bit low around Luton, Stansted, Birmingham, and what's the other one? Bristol. So they're all fine. They're all Cat 1, but Gatwick out of all of them tonight actually is the best. A quick look at the weather brief then, and see what this has got for us. So London Gatwick, the forecast between now and midnight, wind 040 at 7, so that's going to maintain no runway change expected. It's going to be 08 right to land. Visibility is fine, all good, and scattered 3,000. Yeah, that's pretty good. What we got there was got a very small chance of temporary light showers of rain. That's not really going to affect us. And potential that ceiling just dropping to around 1,400 feet. Again, still Cat 1. So all in all, conditions not expected to get below Cat 1, which is ultimately what we want. There, where's our flight route gone? Come back. Here is our flight route then. There we are. So there you can see departing Zurich to the west, and then cutting across France, the Channel, and then into Gatwick. Any significant weather for us to worry about? Doesn't look like it actually. I think tonight should be a pretty worry-free flight when it comes to the weather. So fuel, what we're going to take? Well, we're not burning the APU for ages and ages now, are we? So with the potential of holds at Gatwick, let's go with 6.1 tons, which isn't a load extra, but yeah, we'll tell the ground crew to load 6.1 ton when we decide that's needed. Hey Eastbirds, good evening to you. Hope you're well. Good, right, okay, I think we're meant to push back in about 20 minutes or so, so it'll be nice to depart as close to lifetime as possible. Let's tell GSX that they can start boarding then, shall we? So let's get the menu open, if it's going to open. There we are. So let's tell the crew they can begin boarding procedures. Here comes the jetway. So the Zurich airport tonight that I'm using is the Zobo, handcrafted Zurich airport. Chris Hogg, hey Chris, how you doing? Hope you had a good birthday the other day, mate. Right. Cabin crew refueling is underway and the bags are starting to get loaded. So let's open the doors and allow our passengers on board. Thank you.
No problem.
Right, quick check the data page. IRS got 3 nav greens, aircraft status. Oh, shucks, look at that. Oh, I know what I haven't done. Right, I was testing another Fenix and I have not updated the AirX cycle. Ugh, that could be problematic. that could be problematic. Let's see what happens here then when we do the init request. Oh, I was worried of that. Invalid flight plan uplink. Ooh. GPS primary, nav accuracy upgraded. Okay, is it going to pull in any details, or are we going to have to do this manually? If I have to do this manually, this is going to be a real pain. Right. Maybe we won't depart on time. Okay. Let's see what we can do. So Lima Sierra, Zulu, Hotel 2, Echo Golf, Kilo Kilo. Flight number is Easy 59 Juliet Delta. Cost index is 4 as per usual. Ground temperature is 1. Tropopause for the flight is 30,674. 30674. To the winds. Hey Valstrom, good to see you. And we're cruising flight level 380. The temperature will be 54. Right, so let's see how far we get with this. So we're departing then runway 32. Just clear the scratch pad out. Vebit 4 November. Right, so this is where we've got a little issue. Look, we've got the 3 November in there. How close is that going to be to the 4 November? Let me insert that, see what it looks like and how it compares. So, first waypoint is 580, above 3,500 feet, that's fine. Then 577, that's fine. Max speed of 210, that's still correct. Then we're off to, let me bring this across so you can see what I'm doing here. Hopefully there's not too much difference. Brigo, that's fine. Above 5,000 feet, yep, that's the same. After Brigo, it goes to 504 above 6,000, 558 above 7,000, then to Vebit. Right, okay, I'm happy then that that is the case. Oscar, model of the story, make sure the AirX updated. I know, the problem is, you guys know that I'm a tester for the Fenix aircraft, and I was testing a new build of this aircraft. And every time you do it, you have to update the AirX cycle. Well, I guess what I was doing earlier today, I was testing it, I put the published version back in for tonight's stream and forgot to do that. So, there you go. Right, after that though, let's see how we get on with the rest of it. So, from Vebit, we are going to take the Tango 5-1 airway. This is where we just hope all these airways are there. Tango 5-1 airway, then Tango 1-4. Airway, okay, here we go. Right, so Tango 5-1 to Lassen. See if we can do this before the passengers are boarded. After Lassen, we're going Tango 1-4. Nope, doesn't like it. Right, okay, get the charts back out. So Tango 1-4 to Lassen, and then to Lumel. Okay, well, I'll tell you what then. We can stick with that. And we'll put Lumel in here instead, and that should work. Maybe I have to clear that out actually. I can't just replace it. Invalid delete. Right, okay, we'll do it this way then. So then after Lassen, we're going just to Lumel. From Lumel we're hopefully going to take the Tango 10 airway. Yes, to Torpa. Then Torpa is the Uniform Tango 10 airway. So you don't have to do this anymore, so I guess this is good practice. To Romeo Lima Papa. Then the Uniform Lima 613 to Cotton. And then insert that, because then we've just got a direct from Cotton to Lupam. And then from Lupam we're going direct to GSX. From GSX we're back on an airway, which is the Uniform Tango 421 to Kunav. And that's it. After that then, that should be it done. Then at Gatwick we're expecting ILS 08 right, Kunav 1 Golf arrival. And that comes in via Mayfield. Oh, does it? Is it Mayfield or is it? It might be Timber. Double check. Yes, Timber. Right, think we've managed to sort all that out now. 466 miles. What's the operational flight plan got? It's got 466 in the box, 456 on the flight plan. That's okay, we'll live with that. Now, very important, let's check all looks accurate. So, departure looks good. No gaps in the flight plan, all that looks fine. And the arrival looks neat, tidy as well. Alright, we're happy with that. We'll probably get vectored in as well when we get to Gatwick, so... Oh, well, that's a pain. It does happen occasionally in real life. Sometimes, you know, if the uplink fails. It doesn't happen because they've got the wrong air act cycle in the database, though. Right, Radnav page here at Zurich, Kilo, Lima, Oscar. Pop that in, and the engine out procedure here uses the VOR Willie Ski India Lima. There we go. Just check that frequency 169, make sure that is the correct one. 169, yes, that's fine. Alright, Radnav page is done. Let's do our init B. So, have we got our preliminary load sheet in just yet? Yes, dispatcher's doing a fine job this evening. So we have a zero fuel weight then of 58.9 and a CFG of 30.7. Fuel for the alternate, it's only up to Luton, isn't it? Let's call that 1.4 tons. And what did we tell the guys we were going to take? Told them we were going to take 6.1 ton, didn't we? In total. That one's 6.0, so that's fine. Which is a takeoff weight of 64.8. And we've got a takeoff CFG of 29.2. Accept that, that's fine. Right, I will just load the aircraft. There we go. Do that instantly because GSX has obviously done everything else. Cruise above max flight level. Okay, we're probably a little bit heavy for that. That's okay. We might have to stagger the climb. Right, let's do the performance.
Welcome on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Thank you.
So just having a quick look at Zurich, I would imagine we're gonna go full length, which is Hotel 3. Well, let's do it via Hotel 2, and then just in case we get Hotel 2, we know we're going to be covered then, don't we? Right, let's pop the data in. So, do you know what, this I've just realised the tablet screen, it might be a bit big, so it's blocking some stuff. There we go. Hopefully now you can see everything, and I can do this over here now. So onto the performance page. What have we got here? 139, 139, 140, 142. In real life, whoever's the pilot flying would program the box. I'm mixing and matching which box I'm using, but I'm the pilot flying regardless. That is flaps 1 and a flex of 66. Right, let me have a look then now at our thrust reduction acceleration values. So, we'll bring up SimSmart for this. Runway 28 was planned, we're obviously using runway 32. So, let's see what we've got. Yeah, so they don't like the noise here, so it's noise abatement 1, or a variation of here at Zurich. So, 2902, 4402, engine out is 2402, so let's go pop those in the box. 2902. 4402. Engine out was correct, 2402. And then we want to have a look at the engine out procedure. Let's copy the active. Now the engine out procedures here look really, really complicated when written down, but we can cheat a little bit. Oh, it's not cheating, it's just using the tools we've got available. If we have a look at, let's just get rid of that. So we're departing on what? Runway 32, aren't we? If we grab the approach chart for runway 32, is it runway 32? I bet it is. It's runway 32, but they don't have approach charts for this, do they? No, because they don't land on this runway. Right, okay. What I was going to do is I was going to look at the missed approach for this, and it would then pretty much show you and effectively the engine out procedure. So let's just have a look what SimSmart was telling us for that. 3 miles from Kilo Lima Oscar, turn right heading 030, intercept the Zulu Uniform Echo radial 290 inbound, and then at the Zoo VOR right turn to the Amiki hold. Now I'm guessing that yeah, so you can see the Zurich East VOR is just there. We're going to simplify this just a little bit. So first things first, at 3 miles from KLO we want to make a right turn, so let's start with that, basing this on place bearing distance waypoints. So KLO, the track will be our takeoff track, which is 3, 2, 1. And that's 3 miles, so pop that in there. We want to then turn right to, and I'm just going to turn right to Zurich, which is Zurich East Zulu Uniform Echo. And then from there we're going to turn right to Amiki. And hold. Inbound course is 275 and the hold consists of right turns. So let's just see what that looks like on the navigation page. Pop into there. Yeah, so there we go. Straight out. We can pretty much pull heading, and then we're going to fly to Zurich East, and it's just taking us safely away from terrain, basically. So yeah, there we go. There's our engine out procedure. I'm going to leave that. We'd obviously then pop in a return to Zurich if that was to happen. So following the hold at Amiki, we'd then be coming back into coming back into Lima Sierra Zulu Hotel. And what runway did they say they were using for the arrivals now? It was runway 32, wasn't it? 34, sorry. No, it wasn't. It was 28. It was ILS 28. No star. And Amiki, which is actually one of the VIAs, so that will tie all that up quite nicely. So, yeah, there we go. That works. That works quite well. Looks like a mess, but I promise you it's not. It's straight out Zurich. And then let's double check it. Hello, what's it done there? I tell you what, it has messed that up. It has messed it up because it's cleared out some of the waypoints after selecting the VIA. See, if it wasn't the fact that a failure could actually happen on this flight, then I wouldn't be too concerned about this, but we could actually get an engine out, so we don't want that to happen clearly, but if it does, right, so I'm just going to rebuild this back up again now. That's a pain. So we're off to Zulu Uniform Echo, then Amiki. Told you we wouldn't depart on time. Enter the hold. 275, and you know what? I'm just going to leave it there. If something goes wrong, then we'll need to enter the hold and sort it out anyway. So that's fine. There we go. Oh, we've got the go-around track showing there as well. Alright. So that's done. That's done. I think we're about ready to brief. Finally. Okay, so what we got? Current weather then here at Zurich. Winds are light and variable. Overcast 3,200 feet. Temperature is 1. QNH 1017. No significant changes. Weather en route looks fine. Weather for arrival at Gatwick looks fine as well. It's Cat 1. Light winds all the way. And yeah, ceiling is good for the arrival as well. So no real weather concerns for our departure out or getting in at Gatwick. That's fine. Aircraft type A320, fully serviceable, nothing broken. Aircraft performance should be fine as well. Weather radar's not working, but sadly we know about that. Threats to be aware of at Zurich. Not too familiar with this airport or its surroundings, so yeah, a bit of extra situational awareness required. But obviously the biggest threat is the terrain around Zurich. We've obviously got the Alps. Well, we've got the terrain there to the north, and I think it showed it better actually on this one here. We've got the Alps to the south, so a bit of terrain to the north, but obviously behind us we've got the Alps, which shouldn't affect us given that we're not going that way, but just to be aware if anything does go wrong, the safest way is what we've got planned in for an engine out procedure, out nice and straight in sort of the little valley over here. We've got quite a bit of traffic around, but we've got VATSIM ATC controls with that, so that's fine. But yeah, just unfamiliar with this airport. It's not one that I come to very often, so I can definitely chalk that up there as some of the threats to our departure tonight. So then, we are parked stand, where did I say we were? Stand 56, we're going to push back, presumably on Charlie, then we'll get a Juliet, either depart via Hotel 2, or they might give us Hotel 3. We have done takeoff performance for Hotel 2, we've not done Hotel 1, so we'll tell them if they offer us this that we can't take this one, save reprogramming stuff. But yeah, Hotel 2, Hotel 3 is valid for us. It's not a long taxi, so we'll not have single engine taxi, get both engines started as we push. The fact that it's not a long taxi doesn't give much time to run the checks and things, so let's just be sensible about where we decide to do those. Takeoff itself is and the departure is pretty straightforward, so climb straight out, and then once we're above 3,500 feet, we've got a left turn to 755. Max speed there of 210. Let's just check what our clean speeds are. 215. So we will fly the first turn at S speed. Let's just pre-select 191, which is our S speed. There we go. And that's going to get us up quite high and quick given the noise abatement 1 departure. So we'll obviously fly out, remain in flaps 1 configuration till passing 577, then we'll clean up as we go and accelerate away on schedule. MSA as we depart 5,600, and then once we start to accelerate this little sector here for 4,500 feet. First turn obviously to the left, initial climb is 5,000 feet, noise abatement 1, and the transition level is 7,000. So there's our takeoff brief. The emergency brief then, standard Airbus emergency brief. Engine out procedure here is non-standard. If something goes bang, then I will need to remember to pull the heading bug so we don't continue out on the SID, because that's not taken us to our safe place. We want to we can just put it into managed mode, nav mode, and that'll then take us out over to what we've got into the secondary flight plan. Right, job done. Everything's loaded. Let's tidy the aircraft up, disconnect everything, and get going.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. My name is Gavin, and I would like to welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft. We expect a good flight with you today, with no weather problems showing in front of us, so we should be pushing back within the next few minutes or so. For now, the ground crew have now finished loading the last of the baggage into the aircraft, so if you can get yourself seated and secured, then we can make sure we can depart on time. The cabin crew will shortly be providing their safety demonstration video, so it would be appreciated if you could give them your full attention. A special welcome on board to our Easyjet Sim pilot members, and if you wish to inquire about becoming a member, please contact a member of the cabin crew. All our Easyjet Sim pilot members are of course entitled to free drinks throughout the flight. Thanks very much, and we'll give you an update once we are airborne.
64.7 is our takeoff weight, so that's fine, and the final centre of gravity is 29.8, so both of those check out. We don't need to change any performance figures, no LMCs that are going to affect us, so great stuff. Right, APU is starting. Oh, come back into the chat now. How you all doing, guys? Hope you're all very well. Mark Sawyer says it's VACC Switzerland is celebrating its 14th anniversary. We can wish them a happy birthday. Oh, that's fantastic. 14 years, my God. Hey, Wally, good to see you, mate. Ribs are on the grill. That sounds beautiful. Chris Morgan's good afternoon. APU's available. We'll just give that another few seconds and get the bleed air on. So APU is happy. Let's disconnect the external power, and then I can get the GPU and everything removed. I can do that on my external tablet now. You don't need to see me doing that. Chocks have gone, GPU's gone. Oops, go away. Right, so the before I was going to say before start checklist, not yet. Let's do the cockpit preparation checklist first, shall we? So aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 6,100 kilograms, set and balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. Ideas, we've got the 3 nav greens and the Bauer FQ 1017. I think we're about good to go. Let's get back on frequency and tell them.
Infinity 110 Zurich delivery, hello, information Charlie current, runway 32 cleared Amsterdam Schiphol via Deges 5 Lima departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Can you repeat the runway, please? Because I had the notification of runway 28 being in use. Is that correct?
That was about half an hour ago. I had the same.
Infinity 110, information Charlie current, doing with Charlie departure, runway 32, Deges 5 Lima departure.
Copy that. Information Charlie, then give me some minutes, then I have to reconfigure something. Infinity 110.
And Easy 59 Juliet Delta stand 56 is ready for push and start.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, contact apron 121.750. Have a nice flight, bye bye.
12175, thanks for the service, Easy 59 Juliet Delta, bye bye. Zurich ground, good evening, Easy 59 Juliet Delta with you, stand 56, ready for push and start.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, push and start approved, facing east.
Push and start approved, facing east for Easy 59 Juliet Delta. Right, where's my guy? Here he is. Hey Sebastian, good to see you. Matt says the APU flap opening times spooling up in the Phoenix. I believe so, yeah. They've modelled stuff like that very, very carefully.
52 Charlie, continue on kilo and hold short 32 for Swiss 71.
Departure check completed. Pipe has been inserted.
Right, so the beacon light is on.
Sorry, I can go to Swiss 225, located runway 28, Lima.
Transponder, here comes the tug. Before start checklist, parking brake is on, takeoff date is confirmed, windows are closed, EFB and phone is on silent and flight mode, etc.
Looking gear.
Taxing to Alpha 09 via link 3 inner and
doors are closed and armed, beacon light is on. Hey Ryan, good to see you.
Kilo, contact tower 118.1, bye bye.
Tower 1181, speedbird 5 kilo, see ya.
Swiss 71, contact tower 118.1, see you.
Oh, to tower 118.1, thanks for service.
Facing west, I don't want to face west. Okay, we'll do a straight pushback. I don't want to face west.
Release parking brakes.
What I might do is we may have to get a bit of pushback helper to help us here.
Good evening, 78 Juliet at vacated by Echo.
Parking brakes released.
78 Juliet, taxi, 3 apron grid, taxi via Echo, hold short of taxi via inner.
Notable steering disconnected. Start the timer. Engine mode selected to ignition, starting engine 1.
Hold short via inner, Swiss 78 Juliet. Oh, look at the guys coming into land
on the runway behind us. Great stuff. Plane Crazy, I love that name. Really glad you enjoyed the streams. Aspect Live, any tips for starting out on VATSIM? Go to airports that you know inside out very, very well. And always have a pen and paper to hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket, showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace.
Swiss 78 Juliet, behind the company Swiss Airbus A320 from right to left, continue via inner stand Alpha 15.
Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your
behind the company Airbus A320, continue via inner to stand Alpha 15 to 78
baggage on board.
Parking brake set.
Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you.
I can hear the noise, which usually results in hot brake temperature, so I think we're going to get that issue in a moment.
Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side.
Engine 1's happy, starting engine 2.
If we land on water, take the life jacket.
Taxiway Foxtrot,
over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together. And pull the strap to adjust.
Apron good day, Qatari for Mike November with you vacated.
When outside, inflate by pulling the tape.
Qatari for Mike November, take apron great, see taxi Foxtrot and Delta stand Echo 27.
DC Girl, I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think GSX is that clever.
Echo 27.
We wish you a pleasant flight with Easyjet.
Taxi by Foxtrot and Delta stand Echo 27, Qatari for Mike November.
There's our hot brakes, let's go fix that, shall we? There we go.
Swiss 253, continue on Foxtrot, Alpha and Kilo, hold short runway 28.
Right, engine 2's happy, engine 1 sector 2. Normal APU bleed can come off, anti-ice can be left off. APU is off.
Swiss 149, apron great, see taxi via Echo
Armour
and inner
spoilers,
stand Alpha
rudder,
17.
flaps, set the trim, which I haven't written down. I think it was 29.8. Let me double check that. $29.8, that's fine. Okay, well, we'll get moving in a moment because we're stood in the middle of the taxiway and we're also facing the wrong direction. But let me just do a quick flight check because it's not a long taxi, so we'll go full left, full right, neutral, and then full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, full left, and I'm just going to do the ailerons again. Full right, full left, neutral. Right, the after start checklist. Anti-ice is off, ecam status is checked, pitch trim 29.8, and rudder is neutral.
Thank you for flying, have a nice evening, bye bye.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta is ready for taxi, and apologies, still facing the gate. Our pushback crew did half a job.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, no problem, I will forward it to the airport staff. Taxi by Juliet and Kilo, hold short runway 32.
Via Kilo and Juliet, hold short runway 32, and that would be great. Thank you, Easy 59 Juliet Delta.
Just to confirm, Charlie and Kilo.
Charlie and Kilo for Easy 59 Juliet Delta.
Zurich, airplane genommen, Lufthansa 2 28 left vacated on Lima 7.
Swiss 253 on taxi Kilo, cross runway 28, after crossing continue Kilo, contact tower 118 decimal 1.
1 kilo cross runway 28 after crossing 118.1.
Well, I'm now, for their incompetence, I'm going to turn on my taxi light here and blind them.
Lufthansa 2 Golf Yankee, Zurich apron, Grazie, taxi via Lima, link to and November, stand Alpha.
Ah, flaps haven't been configured. 1 second.
Lima, link to November, Alpha 08, Lufthansa 2
This is because I changed my Fenix aircraft. Right, flaps, let's calibrate those. So, flaps up, next one, flaps 1, next one, flaps 2, next one, flaps 3, next one, flaps 4,
requesting push and start.
next one, stall. Right, let's try flaps 1, shall we?
110, push and start, a correction standby for push traffic on your left.
Copy that, standing by. Infinity 10.
There we go.
Just 149, thank you for flying, have a tuning, bye bye.
Right, let's get moving, shall we? So, why we're not moving? That's concerning. Oh, everything's going wrong tonight. Oh, there we go. Right, finally, we're on the move, under our own power. So let's do the PEDS check. Our performance hasn't changed, no LMCs. We've got dry runway figures from the Hotel 2 intersection for runway 32. We're going to be going full length though now, so that's even better. Extra tarmac. Engine out procedure is non-standard. 3 miles from the airfield, VOR, make a right hand turn, heading 030, and then we're off to our holding point. We will get ourselves up nice and safe in the hold, 5,000 feet. The departure is the Vebit 4 November, which has us going straight out, and then once we pass 3,500 feet it's a left turn. We're going to fly at S speed as well, config 1, noise abatement 1, first turn to the left, and our initial climb is 5,000. Hey LA kids, you've just loaded GSX, now you know how to fix the hot brakes. You're welcome.
Infinity 110, portion start approved.
Push start approved, Infinity 10. Facing what direction, Infinity 10?
Okay, taxi checklist, flight controls checked, flap setting,
Infinity
config
10,
1, FMA, climb nav 1FD2, 5,000, radar predictive wind shear is on, ECAM takeoff no blue, EFB is stowed, and disconnected. Let's get the cabin crew sat down, shall we?
Cabin crew seat for takeoff, please.
EC59 Juliet Delta, contact Tower 118.1, bye bye.
118.1 for EZ59 Juliet Delta, thanks for the service, bye bye. Just confirm where we're going here, it is straight on, isn't it? Yep, that takes us by Charlie 1, then left on Kilo. Zurich Tower is Z59 Juliet Deltas with you on Juliet, approaching Charlie 1.
EZ590 Juliet Delta, Zurich Tower, hello. Line up runway 32.
Clear the line up, runway 32, EZ59 Juliet Delta.
EC59 at Juliet Delta, wind variable 3 knots, runway 32, cleared for takeoff, no delay.
Clear for takeoff, no delay, easy, 59 Juliet Delta. Okay, lineup checklist, cabin secured, runway takeoff, full length, runway 32. TCAS TRA packs 1 and 2 are off. Okay, take off. Start the chrono. Engine stable, set takeoff thrust. Okay, issue with the calibration of my thrust lever, so we're now going Mantoga SRS.
100 knots.
Checked. V1, rotate. Nav,
Positive rate climb, 0.
gears up. I thought I'd calibrated these thrust levers before we started. I bet I didn't store the calibration. This could be icky trying to get him back into the climb detent in a moment.
EC59 at Juliet Delta, contact Zurich, correction, Zurich departure 135.225, and a warm hello to your audition. Have a good night, bye-bye.
135.225 for easy 59 Juliet Delta. Thanks for the service. Bye bye. Alright, so I'm going to get autopilot on to fly this. I need to fly the aircraft. We need to somehow tease her back into the flex. I need the lights on. Oh, go away. Alright, manual thrust. That's fine for the moment. Let's contact departure. Don't need to worry about pack 2. Passengers will survive. So departure, good evening, Easy 59 Juliet Delta with you, 5000 on the Vebit for November.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, hello, identify. Climb flight level 120.
Climb flight level 120 for Easy 59 Juliet Delta.
79 Juliet, turn right heading 160.
Right heading 160 with
Get the climb in and then we'll sort the speed out. There it goes. Right, managed to get them in the correct detent there. Thrust climb, open climb. Pull standard, 120 blue. I think I've somehow managed to get them in the climb detent. I daren't sneeze in case I knock them because they're not calibrated properly. Right, let's sort out the issue. That one's an easy one. Passengers are still breathing, don't need to worry about that. Side stick full. That also called the master caution light, but we can disregard. So let's cancel that. Just check the status there. Left side stick. Again, we can disregard that. Now let's clean up. Flaps 0. Spoilers disarmed.
Everglide 437, clear established ILS 06. Everglide 437, roger, the wind is calm, runway 06, clear to land.
6 cleared and have a good 437.
Alpine 5, Nana Juliet Delta, proceed direct Lazun.
Direct Lazun for Easy 59 Juliet Delta. Okay, manage the speed. Direct Lazun.
7 on a Juliet, descend to 5,000.
I'll come back into the chat in a moment, guys, just to check that I've got my aircraft working correctly.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1017, service 700 Juliet.
Think we're back to normal. Oh, I've had less stressful departures. Right, coming up in 10,000 feet, so I'll get the lights off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located
Ding the
at
cabin
each
crew.
end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted
I need a
at
drink.
any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
Right, so progress page 380. Not really. Don't want to go there. If we can, we'll ask the controls if we can take 360 till we're a little bit lighter. 0 the cost index. RadNav page. We can clear all that out now. And secondary flight plan. Yeah, copy the active. Oh, right. Well, that was interesting. Yes. So, as I said just a little bit earlier, hang on, I'm going to get a call from ATC in a moment, then I'll go into why I've lost all my settings. How frustrating. Andy Finley celebrating 11 months of channel membership. First Officer Andy, thank you so much, Andy, for your support during the last time. Appreciate that.
Right 250, cleared ILS 28, Swiss 700 Juliet.
Alpine 5, Nana Juliet Delta, contact Swiss radar 128.050, goodbye.
And just confirm again for Easy 59 Juliet Delta.
Of course, sorry, Easy 5, Nana Juliet Delta, Swiss radar 128.050, goodbye.
128.050, Easy 59 Juliet Delta. Good night. Swiss radar, good evening, Easy 59 Juliet Delta, flight level 120, direct Lazun.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, Swiss radar, and no identified climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Easy 59 Juliet Delta. First climb, open climb 240, blue. Yes, so, yeah, the reason I've lost all my settings for the Phoenix, and I thought I'd put them back in, clearly I had not stored them, silly me, is because I was testing another version of the Phoenix aircraft, one which is on the cards at some point in the future. I literally know no more than that. Addresses a few issues and things, so I was just testing it earlier on today because I had some time. But it's a fresh installation of the Phoenix aircraft, which means that I'd lost the settings of the thrust calibration, the flaps calibration, and also the air cycle as well. So I've then when I've come back to this version of the Phoenix aircraft, you know, the proper one, the one that you can purchase, I'd not brought all of the settings, I'd not recalibrated everything, set everything back up. I completely forgot about all that. So my bad. It's all right. We managed the failure, though. We managed the failure, and ultimately, the guys in the back had no idea. You only knew because you were in the flight deck. ATC had no idea. But it was one of those little moments there when sort of fly, navigate, communicate came in, wasn't it? My primary concern was let's fly the aircraft. Let's keep it safe. So when we got master cautions going, I was selling that, you know, we got pack 2 wasn't turned on. Well, so what? You know, it can run on one pack up until I think it's 24,000 feet, something like that, and we were nowhere near that, so we'll disregard that. The flight control null zone master caution, again, that's just a little Fenix thing, which I get sometimes, so we can ignore that. Let's just concentrate on trying to get this speed out. Let's get the autopilot on early, so that's flying the departure route. So yeah, basically that's that was the main reason for the main sort of thoughts in my mind. Let's fly. Navigation is fine. Autopilot will take care of that. We knew that the route was correct. We'd looked at that on the ground. We checked it on the plan. All the constraints were accurate as well. So yeah. A little bit different, Now we can see on the eCam we've got a systems message just there. Left side stickers in on. That's not quite true. Andy, you're going to guess that I can't disclose what I was testing due to NDA. That's correct, Andy, yes. And you know, I'm confident. I'm confident that the Fenix team wouldn't mind me saying that, you know, that they were testing something new, because they are very, very busy. So they're not always, you know, kind of on saying, oh, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. And I think sometimes people think, is anything still happening with the Fenix? Because they're not talking all the time about what's going on. But I can guarantee you, yes, there absolutely is stuff still going on with the Fenix.
Arrival on 131, takeoff 30, schöne Arbeit. Stop Swiss 91 Delta Hotel, contact Bern, correction Basel approach 119, decimal 350, goodbye.
And did they have V2 in development, don't they? That's correct, yes.
Good evening, Infinity Monsieur, flyable 115, heading to flyable 120.
Hey, Plane Crazy, so I use self-loading cargo for the announcements.
You identified climb flight level 240.
240, Infinity Monsieur.
Cesar Grid, Lufthansa 21 Bravo inbound Rotterdam, flight level 280.
The sky looks very bright tonight. It's not full moon, is it?
Hello, runway 15, expect vectors after Rickley. Descend flight level 190.
Descending row and expecting runway 15, vectors after Rickley, Lufthansa 21 Bravo.
Confirm, hand over to approach.
The birds start flying on AVO, it's more realistic. I don't know, I'd have to take... I would have to...
91 Delta, Hotel correct, 119, decimal 350, goodbye.
Yeah, I'd take a small opinion with you on that. From what I have seen on AVIO, it's not always been that realistic.
Easy 51, correction 59, Juliet Delta, leaving Mars space, no further ATC, Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Over to Unicom 122.8, thanks for the service, Easy 59 Juliet Delta. And speed, alt, right, we're going to clear ourselves up then. We said flight level 360 was going to be the best we could get for the moment, so let's do that. Thrust climb, 360 blue, and we'll tune over to Unicom then. And we're on our own for a bit. I don't know if there's ATC still in London. It'd be great if there is. I love a good busy VATSIM network coming into Gatwick. If that is the case, then we can all look forward to that. The birds, yeah, so there's lots of real live air traffic controllers on VATSIM as well. I mean, I think it's great. They finish their shift in the real world and then they come and control their sector in the virtual world. Lasering Bot asks, is there something wrong with the sim, or there are lots of bumps in the taxiways? That, depending on where you are, listening, but that is accurate. Accurate for the sim, of course, not real life. Westcastle, hi, has anyone had an unexpected and unwanted Microsoft Flight Simulator graphics reset since the last World Update? Do you know what, Westcastle? I found that myself this afternoon. I hadn't realised it had put everything on Ultra for me, and it had also set my anti-aliasing or whatever to that. Is it DLSS for NVIDIA? Where it tries to fill in the frames and the pixels by sort of like guessing what's coming next. And I tell you what, it did my absolute nutting, because I only realised it when I was testing that Fenix earlier today. I thought there was a problem with the new Fenix build. Turns out there wasn't. Whenever I was changing the values on the FCU, they were all going very blurry, like blurring one into the next. It was really off-putting. So yeah, we're trying to work out what on earth has gone wrong with this new build. Why isn't it working? Turns out Microsoft Flight Simulator had reset everything, and not in a good way. So hopefully I'd employ all of you to check your settings, because mine are definitely taken a bit of a beating. Although it bumped everything up to Ultra, and it was still it made me wonder, shall I just keep it here, because it's still running really nice and smoothly. So all that stream yesterday we did with the Antonov was literally everything was on Ultra, and I thought the frame rates were pretty good. Can't really complain at that. So passing 30,000 feet, our flight time today is about 1 hour and 12 minutes, something like that. So we've got about an hour to go. Andy Finley says that might explain why my clouds look rubbish. It could do. Oh, Chris, did you enjoy the Antonov stream? Yeah, it's a shame there was some awful piloting at the end, but we managed to just about salvage it. Andy, do I fly on a virtual Easyjet? No, I don't fly for any virtual airline. No. Westcastle said, glad it's not just you. Always good practice to snapshot your preferred settings before an update. Do you know what, Westcastle? Do you know? I tell you what I had to do. So my graphics settings video that I've got on YouTube, I had to go back and watch my own video to see what my settings used to be. Christopher, was the descent problem me catching the trimmed? It could have been, Chris. I need to go back and have a look. I was low on speed. I know that the speed was dropping off a bit too soon, but I didn't think we should have stalled it there. So yeah, I think I caught something the aircraft didn't like for certain. Stig Harold, mate, that is amazing. First Officer Stig, thank you so much for your 11 months of channel membership. Going for Captain Stig, absolutely. Thank you so much, mate. I really do appreciate that. Very generous of you to support the channel. Lasering, if you fly an aircraft as complicated as the Antonov, do you think you can fly Concorde? No. Every aircraft you need specific training on. Hey Valentino, good to see you, mate. Welcome on board. Byron says thank you for saying something. His settings had also been reset. Everyone needs to go in now and check their settings. Eventually, will I make a 360 turn so all the passengers can see the Northern Lights? Yeah, so if you don't know this, it's been in the news recently. It was an Easyjet flight, the Easyjet pilot, so the Northern Lights have been quite strong and vigorous over the Northern Hemisphere for the last couple of nights. The flight was coming back from Iceland, and obviously coming back from Iceland, the Northern Lights really bright on the left hand side of the cabin. So the Easyjet pilot asked ATC, well I presume he asked them before doing it, if we could just make a 360 so that all the passengers sat on the other side of the cabin could get a really good view of it, and obviously ATC said yeah, fine, and he did. He pulled a full 360 so that all the passengers got a great view of the Northern Lights, which I thought, you know, that's a feel-good story, isn't it, for an airline? I did ask HD if it was him, but I was expecting to come back with no chance. I want to get home. No, he said he would have done had it been him, but it wasn't. Playing crazy, everything's gone to ultra for you as well. That's interesting. Chris Shaw, the answer of difficulty was it? Yeah, the language barrier was a tough one. Dark Fury is redeeming the flight deck. Dark, over to you, mate. Dark Fury, sitting now in my flight deck, my right hand man, my MOC. I didn't think you liked an Airbus flight deck, Dark. Thought you preferred that Boeing thing. There he is. Dark Fury is in the flight deck. A special VIP guest for the flight tonight, Dark Fury. Now, if only I could actually bring you into the comms frequencies for me and chat to ATC, that'd be amazing. Les says Finnair flight also did that on a domestic flight. I would imagine Finnair pilots probably get to see it quite a bit, don't they? They're obviously much higher up than normal. Oscar, I haven't done for a long time. Ashley, oh, you didn't know HD was a real world pilot? Yeah, so he's type rated on this aircraft, the A320. That's why he's so that's why he's so helpful. He's quite handy with a ruler as well. Do you know, I wish that we had the Northern Lights in the sim. Can you imagine how good that'd look? Surely that's on the to-do list for a Zobo, isn't it? Right, 500 feet to go. Just check the perf page, but I think we're pretty much... Yeah, I think 3.6 is going to be the way to go. Now we're at Mac Alt Star. Alright, let's go. Flight level 360. Let's just set the TCAS to below. I'm going to amend the cruise 360, so that is all set. And we'll do our top of climb flows. The cruise has been reached.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we're delighted to hear that we're now at our cruising altitude, and we hope to give you nice views throughout the flight as we have good weather ahead and should be experiencing any turbulence. Of course, this means that you will not spill any of your drinks that you may have from the cabin crew as they may install things that way around the aircraft. Could you please ensure that the eyes are kept clear so the cabin crew can offer you their cabin service, which will begin shortly. A reminder that Easyjet pilot channel members are able to access free drinks throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the remainder of the flight.
Right. So that's it. We're at cruise. Definitely time for some cabin service. I've got a cup of tea here, which have I left the lid open? I hope not, otherwise it'll have gone cold. Oh no, fantastic. Plain crazy if they can put snow on the ground, they should be able to put the lights in the air. I mean, I can't fault Azobo really for what they've given us, but it would be a nice, touch. It would be a very nice touch.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
And I believe Dark Fury is also redeeming a destination. Oh god, I've just remembered the last place she chose us to go, Dark. Can we wait till version 2 of the Fenix is out before we go back to Vagar, please? Right, Dark, where do you want us to go, mate? You're spending your Easyjet points tonight. Where do you want to go? Hey, Plane Crazy seems like... oh, sorry, I've read that one. Keep going down. Mads, first time seeing you at Zurich, we were quick to taxi from gate to runway. It wasn't a long taxi, so it was alright. I thought I was quite slow. Hey, Ace, I'm very well, thank you. Hope you're well. Mads, I thought the Easyjet pilot who did a 360 for the passengers was doing an amazing thing, and I'm sure the Easyjet PR department thought so too. Chris, no, the Northern Lights sadly not visible in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sadly. Madge, you the A330 Neo. Which simulator were you flying in, Mads? Was that in the headwind aircraft? So there's our flight route tonight. Plenty of time for you to get some drinks in. Ace, how long have we been airborne for? Well, that's a good question because we're about to do a fuel check. So let's find out. We have been airborne for 27 minutes, and we're just about to pass over the Rotsey waypoint. So let's see what fuel we should have. What did we take with us? I can't remember now. We took 6.1 tons, which is 400 kilograms extra with the contingency. We've got 600 kilograms in total extra. So let's find Rotsey and see what we should have. Right, 3.5, so we should have 4.1 tons there or thereabouts. Let's see. Oh, don't you just love it when stuff like that happens? Slap bang on. A company message as well, probably shouting at us for being late. Easy ops. How late were we? 13 minutes late. Well, we'll just have to shout. Madge, you're in the headwind A330 Neo. It's amazing. It's going to be interesting to see how the Aerosoft A330 compares as well. Dark Fury, you want to go to Slavard, Norway Airport. Oh God, that's a long flight. Dark, why are you taking us somewhere cold? Could have gone somewhere warm. Right, okay, we'll have to get that one in at some point. Julian flew first time from Manchester to Athens with EasyJet last week. Felt like being in the sim after watching so many of the streams. Julian, did you not go in and say, right, what's the engine out procedure? You know, what have you got in the box? How's the departure? Are you holding S speed at all, or are you cleaning up as you go? Could really have impressed them. Oscar, Slavard is a cool place. It's very cool this time of year, like minus. Dark, or we could do Cape Town. From where? How long do you think I've got? Kai Tak. Oh God, no. Problem with Kai Tak, is there a database for it? Is it a Navade database, or have they just got rid of it? Ace, off to sleep, school tomorrow. Thank you, mate, for being here. Hope you've had a good evening with us. What about Kathmandu Paro? Yeah, we've done that once. I've never managed it. I've always gone around. Okay, wait, can I do a short tutorial on how to read the METARs and the forecast based on how much fuel to load? In terms of how much fuel to load, you're just looking at various things like, right, is the weather rubbish in terms of, you know, visibility? So low visibility procedures are going to be in place at the airport that we're going to. If that is the case, you need to throw on a load of extra fuel, because you're going to be thinking about, well, aircraft on the ground are going to be taxiing much slower. The controllers are going to have to get the aircraft in at a greater spacing because of that. So you may end up in a hold for a while. So throw in extra fuel for that. If the weather becomes really bad, you might have to divert and head off to one of your alternates. So get some extra fuel in for that kind of thing. Then if it's really windy, you want extra fuel as well, because, you know, you might end up going around once, maybe twice, and then going off and diverting. But actually reading a METAR is pretty straightforward once you get used to it. Let me just have a quick look. Right, so this was this is the METAR for London Gatwick when we started. So just have a look here where it says SA 011850. So that's the that's been what's currently observed. The date is the first two numbers 01, so it's the first, and then 1850 was the time that this was observed. So the first block is the wind. So the wind is coming from 050 at 7 knots. The 4 nines is basically meters visibility. So when you've got 9,999 meters of visibility, that's basically saying the visibility is 10 kilometers or more, which is fine. Then this bit's a bit self-explanatory. Clouds are broken, 3,500 feet. The next one is the temperature, 5 degrees. The one after the slash is the dew point, which is 2 degrees. The dew point is the temperature at which the water in the air condenses and starts to form clouds and mist and things. And then the last one is the Q1025, that is the QNH. And a great little tool you can use, there's What's the one I've got on my phone? I guess it's an Android app, but I'm guessing it's going to be available for Apple as well. And it's called, hang on, let me find it. It's called AeroWeather. So AeroWeather, have a look at that, because it will decode the METAR for you. You can see it in its raw data, but it will decode it for you. So yeah, you can use. The more you decode it and read the raw data, the more you'll understand how that works. Alex, what do pilots do in the cockpit to kill time? Well, someone was telling me the other day they played their Nintendo Switch. It depends how long your flight is. I mean, this isn't a very long flight. In fact, we're going to be doing all sorts of stuff in a minute. We've not even got any en route weathers. In fact, top of descent is in 80 miles. We need to start thinking about what we're going to be doing. So, have we got any ATIS available? 136525. Can we pick this up? Let's check it out. I mean, Gatwick we've been to so many times, so the brief will be pretty short. But 136525, confirm that. Can we get the ATIS?
QN81025, acknowledge receipt of information Delta and for departures, advise aircraft type on first. Contact. Gatwick 8 is Delta 2050, bed runway in use 08 right. Transition level, flight level 70, ILS approach to be expected. Gatwick delivery is closed. ATC service continues on Gatwick ground 121.805 surface wind 060 degrees, 8 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud skew 1,600 feet. Scattered 3,100 feet. Temperature +3. Dew point +1. QN81025. Acknowledge receipt of information Delta and for departures, advise aircraft type on first. Contact.
Alright, so there we've got the information we need. The Slews runway 08 right, information Delta is what we've got. QNH1025, so we can set that now whilst we're in the cruise. Pop it on there, and on there. So runway 08 right is what we're expecting. Let's get some information then from the charts. It's pretty straightforward, really. Gatwick, we've done it so many times. So Kunav 1 Golf arrival. Let me just see. Comes in via Timber. Will then get probably vectored in. What's that platform altitude? 3,000. Alright. Let's do the brief then, shall we? So weather, as we have just heard, winds are nice and light, 060 at 8. That means a slight crosswind from the left as we're coming in. Visibility is 10 kilometers or more, and we've got a cloud base of 1,600 feet. So yeah, it could be a bit coming out, not at the last minute, but you know, it's quite a low cloud base, 600 feet for Cat 1, so it'll be good fun, see how that's done in the sim. Aircraft type is still, aircraft type's obviously A320, but we're still fully serviceable, nothing's broken yet. No NOTAMs for our arrival today that are going to affect us. Threats to be aware of at Gatwick, lots and lots of traffic, busy airport, but we've got ATC control to help us, so that's good. Only other threats to be aware of are, yeah, it's just the congested airspace around Gatwick. There's not really, nothing really much else. What was I going to say? Oh, terrain. Couldn't think of the word then. Yeah, the terrain around Gatwick is, yeah, it's flat, isn't it? There's nothing really to worry about. So that's fine. Yeah. So no real great threats. So we are going to just look at the box now, just set this up, check that this arrival is what we'd expect, because it is an old air cycle. So Kunav 64 and then Timber, let's just check that. Kunav Amdut, is Amdut in there? Yeah, Kunav Amdut 16064 and Timber, there's a speed restriction at Timber of 220 knots, is that in there as well? It's not actually, max 220, so we'll pop that in. That's fine. Then at the centre fix, we'll just put in a speed of 180 knots there, just to help the flight computer sort of compute things like top of descent, stuff like that. So that's done. Radnav page, we're coming in by the Mayfield VOR, so it makes sense to get that in. Progress page, that's done. So let's get the weather in that we've just got. Oh, why did I not put the cost index back to 4? It doesn't make too much difference. So the QNH was 1025. Temperature. Did anyone get the temperature on the 80s? I didn't get it. I missed it. Temperature is 3 degrees. And the wind is 0608. Right, so obviously that's Cat 1, which gives us a minimums of 396. That's filled out. Looking to land with just under 3 tons of fuel, that's fine. Secondary flight plan, we'll copy the active, and give us a nice long runway. I would suggest that flaps 3 is the way to go. More environmentally friendly and makes less noise. Oh, turn that off. There we go. Right, let me just finish the brief then. So we've done the PEDS check for not the PEDS check, the wanting part of the brief, the want brief. So we're expecting runway 08 right on Kunav 1 Golf. I will configure as follows. We'll get vectored in anyway, but after leaving Timber, we'll start slowing down green dot as we come on the big downwind. Flaps 1 as we begin the base, then flaps 2 as we intercept the glide slope as per usual. Normal ILS approach here at Gatwick. It's a 3 degree glide slope. We've got Pappies as well. Elevation 196. We're going to use flaps 3 because we've got a nice long runway. Platform altitude is 3,000 feet. We'll use auto brake low. And when we vacate the taxiway, I just need to check the charts for this because I can never remember vacating on when we're vacating on 8 right. Where are you? That's departures, arrivals, arrivals, arrivals. 08 right. Must taxi beyond the Cat 3 hold point. Do not require route clearance to enter or cross to 6 left when vacating 08 right. Traffic vacating at Charlie Romeo or Delta must contact ATC promptly when instructed. Traffic vacating Bravo Romeo to join Papa and hold short of Juliet. So let me just pin that chart so I can zip to and from it. Right, so those, oh, where have you gone? Charlie Romeo or Delta, contact ATC when instructed. ATC when instructed, ATC when instructed, and what was the other one? Bravo Romeo join Papa. Bravo Romeo join Papa. So, contact ATC, join Papa, but hold short of Juliet, unless otherwise instructed. That's fine. So we'll vacate, most likely we'll vacate at Charlie Romeo, then we can just sit on the, well, it's used as a taxiway, not a runway, so we'll sit there and contact ground. So that's where we're going. Off schedule descent, mate. Thank you so much. Welcome, guys. Rating us with a party of 17 over on Twitch. Great to have you on board, guys. We're about to hit our top of the descent. We're going to be heading down pretty soon. About 15 miles, actually. So, welcome, guys. Hey, people. Thank you for the follow. Laseringbot on YouTube. How do you figure out if runway's Cat 1 or Cat 2? All depends on the weather. I have a video which is quite extensive about that over on YouTube, working out the approach minimums. Off schedule descent, you love the YouTube tutorials. Excellent, mate. Thank you so much. Hope you're well. Great to see you in a live stream as well. That's awesome. Ace, you're still here. Needed to be here for the exciting part. It's about to get busy, I think, as we get into London. So we're going to start our descent down to flight level 160. We need to be there level by Ammut if we're going to hit the constraints. So we might as well start that now. Top of descent is coming up. Let's go down. Descent 160 blue.
If you could please make sure that all the aisles are clear, the cabin crew are able to make their way around the aircraft without any luggage in the aisles, that would be most appreciated. A reminder for our Easyjet pilot members that free drinks are still available from the cabin crew until the seatbelt signs are turned on. Please note, however, that the toilets will shortly go out of use. Thank you.
Hey Matt, is there a mode in the McDo so that you can see exactly the moment you have to start descending? No, it's well, it's certainly in the Phoenix. It's there as long as you've got everything set up correctly. It's there automatically. Right, is that London control? It is indeed. 129425. Let's let the fun begin.
Right, and left, pushing 8.
Easy 49 Lima Mike, report the speeds, Gatwick on 126825.
Speed 126825, thank you, bye-bye, for Lima Mike.
Swiss 71, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, Swiss 71.
France 1999, requesting leave of station for 2 minutes.
Approved, report back.
Report back, France 1999.
London Control, good evening, Easy 59 Juliet Delta, descending flight level 160 inbound GSX, and we have information Delta for Gatwick, type A320.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, hello, it's a QNAV 1 Golf arrival, Gatwick, descend flight level 150.
QNAV 1 Golf and descend flight level 150, Easy 59 Juliet Delta.
London Control, good evening, Easy 84 Foxtrot
Lima. So we've got 160 Magenta because of the constraint, but we've been cleared 15, that's okay. And off schedule descent, you're in real life 737 guy. Oh, amazing. And the YouTube videos are helping you shift gears over to the Phoenix.
Bravo 11, report ready.
I would imagine that's probably the better way to do it, going from Boeing to Airbus.
71, report the speed restriction to Gatwick on 126.
I find going the other way really complicated. But I think I'm just spoilt. I'm just spoilt with the Airbus. It does so much for you.
Caledonian 726, direct timber.
Direct timber, 726.
London, good evening, Easy 91 Mike Charlie, passing level 240, descending 150.
Easy 91 Mike Charlie, roger.
Off-schedule descent, do I have a Airbus tutorial on how to build the flight management system the Boeing way? In other words, how to build it manually? Funnily enough,
287 for taxi.
funnily enough, the flight tonight,
link 53, Yankee hold November Bravo 11.
due to me mucking up my AirX cycle update, I'd got an old AirX cycle in, so I had to put the flight route in manually into the box. I'm not sure if you can watch back on Twitch, but this is also streamed to YouTube. If you check out this stream afterwards on YouTube and watch from the beginning, you'll see how we build up the flight route manually.
Roger, hold position. You're cleared to Goodwood, I believe. Yes, Goodwood. After departure, runway 05, it's a right turn on track Detling for the lid preferred departure route. Climb initially altitude 3,000 feet, squawk 7574.
Number 2450 Papa, we are clear to Goodwood, runway 05, after departure right turn Detling and lid departure, climb altitude 3,000 feet and squawk 7574.
Yeah, came in a bit too late for that off schedule.
That is correct.
It is. It is there for you.
2450 Papa, we should be ready in 1 minute.
Right, we're going to get vectors in, I'm guessing. So a little bit of help for my situational awareness.
58 ready for departure.
And to try and help us
right, wind 080,
get a nice CDA in there.
Copy the wind, clear for takeoff.
12-mile radius around that.
Speedbird 55
sort of like
kilo,
4,000
left, fly heading 280 degrees.
Vectoring 09 left and we'll flight 280 degrees, speedbird 550.
I will pop another one in.
Virgin 8, runway 09 left, wind 080 degrees, 6 knots, clear to land.
9 miles, which is 3,000.
Land 9 left, Virgin 8.
So that just means then on the plan,
Caledonian 726, descend flight level 90, speed 280 or greater.
when I'm getting vectored in, which will usually get coming into Gatwick,
Scandinavian
depending on where we are,
climb,
4,000 feet, 3,000 feet,
Bye-bye.
for a nice 3-degree ILS in there, just to help us make sure we capture the glide slope nicely.
Scandinavian 232, further climb.
I've scheduled descent. Thank you so much for the 500 bits. That's amazing. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
Air France 199, thank you. When ready, descend flight level 140.
Air France 199, when ready, descend to flight level 140.
November 2450 Papa's ready.
November 2450 Papa via Charlie 1, runway 05, wind
Goodbye,
020
France.
degrees, 6 knots, clear for takeoff.
By Charlie 1, we're clear for takeoff runway 05, November 2450 Papa.
Speed of 287, you ready?
Full advantage of your tax-free allowances today.
Speed 287, you're ready to go.
Speed of 287, runway 09 right, wind 080 degrees, 6 knots, cleared for takeoff.
Of gifts,
Clear to takeoff 09 right, speed 287.
some of which are exclusive to you as an Easyjet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see other
58,
products,
thank you. Climb now, flight level
like to make
70.
great savings, then just ask us.
Flight
We'll
level
join you in the
70,
cabin
speedbird
shortly.
58.
Not much traffic down there at this time of night, is there? Thought we might see some more boats. I can already see.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, route direct timber, descend flight level 120.
Direct timber, descent flight level 120, easy 59 Juliet Delta.
Portugal 2007, I don't know if you forgot to contact me, but I am in your airspace.
Right, descent 120 blue. Nicely below the profile now, with that little shortcut. So with that, let's keep the speed up. 270 is usually a good descending speed.
Who was that calling?
Off schedule goodbye France was his thoughts every time you used to drive home when you used to live in Europe and cross the border.
Portugal 2007. Hello there. Just report your position.
Position, sorry?
What's your position? Where are you?
Hey Ace, when are we expected to land?
Near Gatwick.
About 15 minutes according to the box.
Portugal 2007.
I'd add 5
Roger,
onto
I'm
that
gonna
for
need
slowing
you to
down though,
report
so let's say 20 minutes.
1052, please.
1052 for top Portugal 2007.
November 5 Sierra Papa, report your passing altitude.
November 5 Sierra Papa is passing 1,900 feet.
November 5 Sierra Papa, thank you. Climb flight level
And as we're coming
70.
in, doesn't look like much weather at all, which is perfect.
What's that?
So 1340 ready.
Can you just get the climb going if you can for me?
Sorry, is this top?
No, it's Speedbird 58. You're just climbing very slowly there. Have you got a better climb rate for me?
We're going to try, sir. We're having...
I've scheduled, remember, I've got a Boeing guy watching. Please keep this in mind and dumb down all of the explanations. I definitely believe
Seabird 132 Lima, hello.
if you're competent with the Boeing, you'll find the Airbus easy. I think if you're competent with the Airbus, moving over to Boeing, you'll find it difficult. I really struggle to make that jump. When on the rare occasions I've flown the PMDG 737, I've really struggled with some aspects of it.
Caledonian 726, descend flight level 80.
726.
Air France 199, descend flight level 100. Air France 199, descend flight level 100.
Air France 199, descend flight level 100.
Speedbird 287, report your passing altitude and climb now flight level 100.
Passing 3,600 and climb now flight level 100. Speedbird 287.
Speedbird 58, climb flight level 150.
Flight level 150, Speedbird 58.
So what we expect to happen then is we'll come in obviously.
Thank you. Second right onto Bravo, then Foxtrot, stand 342.
Fire timber.
Bravo, Foxtrot, and stand 342, version 8.
After that, chances are
1340,
from around here we'll probably get vectored in.
1340, stand 532, push and start approved, face up.
Configure that as we go.
Speedbird 55 kilo, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1026.
Descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1026, Speedbird 55 kilo.
Caledonian 726, report the speed to Gatwick 126.825.
Report speed to Gatwick 126.825, thanks for service.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90 for Easy 59 Juliet Delta. 90 blue.
Easy 383, roger, that's lovely, but I need you to report your cleared level, please. Thank you very much. Speedbird 58, route direct Lorku.
Direct Lorku, Speedbird 58.
Air Portugal 2007, maintain altitude 4,000
One thing I didn't brief,
QNH 10,
which we'll just look at quickly now in case we need it, is the go around.
Maintain 4,000, QNH 10.
Which is 3,000 feet, initial climb out when we pass 2,000. Or 1 mile from the ILS DME, whichever's later, right turn heading 178, and tell ATC.
441, cleared down for flight level 150 by Kidley.
Speedbird 441 London, roger. Easy 48 Alpha Bravo London, roger.
Hey Scarzy, thank you for following.
Speedbird 287, fly heading 290 degrees.
Heading 290, Speedbird 287.
Speedbird 55 kilo, turn right heading 010 degrees.
Right 010 degrees, Speedbird 55 kilo.
Speedbird 287, climb flight level 140.
Right, we're coming up to 10,000, so we just speed 250 knots.
Flight level 140, Speedbird 287.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, contact Gatwick 126.825, good night.
12682, Easy 59 Juliet Delta, good night.
Easy 84 Foxtrot Lima, contact London 127.1, good night.
127.1, Easy 84 Foxtrot Lima, good night.
November 5.
And thrust idle over descent.
Line 726, descend flight level 70.
Cabin director, good evening, Easy 59 Juliet Delta, passing flight level 100, flight level 90, and inbound timber.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, cabin director, hello, landing runway 08 right, descend flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, Easy 59 Juliet Delta.
Swiss 71, turn right, heading 040 degrees.
80 blue.
Descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
Right, heading 040 down to 3000, Swiss 71.
Swiss 71, reduce speed 180 knots, cleared ILS approach, runway 08 right.
I am cleared for the ILS approach 08 right, reduce speed for 180, Swiss 71.
Easy 49 Lima Mike, the surface wind 060 degrees, 8 knots, runway 08 right, you're cleared to land.
028, clear to land, Easy 49 Lima Mike.
026 Whiskey, contact the ground, 121 trail.
Ground 120.
Don't like it when the simulator freezes like that. It scares me.
726, descend flight level 70.
726.
And Easy 59 Juliet Delta, any speed restrictions for us?
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, free speed.
Free speed, Easy 59 Juliet Delta. That's good. We'll maintain.
Delta, leave timber heading 280 degrees.
Leave timber heading 280, Easy 59 Juliet Delta. Right, we'll hold 250 knots, that's fine.
10 degrees.
Air Portugal 2007.
Approach
hello,
phase is now activated. We won't slow down though because we're in managed speed. Sorry, selected speed.
Runway 08 right.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. What's the heading?
Turn left, make that 095 now. Turn left 095, cleared ILS approach, runway 08 right.
Okay, heading 095 and ILS approach.
Cleared ILS, straight right.
Cleared ILS to Gatwick.
Right, so India Golf Golf is identified, that's the ILS. Pull heading, and we're going to now fly 280 degrees as instructed.
Air Portugal 2007.
So heading mode.
Speed 180 knots.
So now I'm just going to tidy up the flight plan. So we'll go direct. Center fix. The radial in. I will just change that so we can see it on the navigation display. 258.
49 Lima Mike, thanks for your help. Contact the ground, 121 decimal late.
So that's the
121
runway centerline now extended for us, you can see that. We clear out the fixers and waypoints and things that we're now no longer using, so the aircraft will fly over these and complete the flight plan.
Hello, landing at runway 08 right.
Otherwise, if we left the aircraft going targeted to somewhere else that was now behind us because we're in heading mode,
descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1025, speed 250 knots.
we if we did a go around
Maintain 4,000.
and then went into nav mode,
1025.
it would start flying us towards a waypoint we don't want to go to. So we tidy up the flight plan so there's nothing left.
Speed 160 knots or greater, maintain until 4 DME.
160 great not to 4 DME, Swiss 71.
Swiss 71, you cleared to land 08 right, the surface wind 060 degrees, 8 knots.
Thank you, we're clear to land, Swiss 71.
Air Portugal 2007, you've gone through the localizer there, turn left heading 070 degrees to intercept from the south.
Turn left heading 070.
To intercept, confirm.
So in a moment I'm going to expect to be told to slow down and make a slight left turn perhaps.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta, descend flight level 70.
Descent flight level 70, Easy 59 Juliet Delta. Thrust idle, open descent 70 blue. The blue line you can see there is our go around track. So just looking at the spacing of the aircraft in front of us on TCAS, what's that, about 12.5 miles away from us? So spacing from the aircraft in front, wherever that is, looks good.
726, turn right heading 310 degrees, descent altitude 3,000 feet.
310 degrees, 3,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please
726,
ensure your
reduce
cabin
speed,
bag is
180 knots.
safely stowed with your laptop inside.
180 knots.
Your tray table must be stowed.
85 Juliet Delta, descent
and
altitude
window
6,000 feet, the QNH is 1025.
Fastened, ready for
Descent
landing.
altitude 6,000, QNH
Please help us by
1025,
handing in
easy,
any
59
rubbish,
Juliet Delta.
newspapers or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Okay, so QNH 1025, open descent 6,000 blue. VATSIM UK on Twitch. Yeah, you guys talking about the waiting times for that.
726, turn right heading
That is a while.
035, cleared ILS approach, runway 08 right.
Right, 035, apologies. Cleared ILS approach.
So we're going to want to slow down in a little bit. I think Gatwick, we're now pretty much a beam Gatwick, aren't we? Yeah, there it is. And you can see now we're starting to turn people. So we'll now go into manage speed. We've activated the approach phase.
Charlie, descent to flight
Aircraft will start slowing down on its own to the green dot speed.
85 Juliet Delta, descent altitude 4,000 feet.
Descent altitude 4,000, easy 59 Juliet Delta. Hey Martin, auto thrust is engaged. It's this little dial, this little push button there.
.726, speed 160 knots, maintain until 4 DME.
160, maintain until 4 DME.
Portugal 2007, speed 160 knots, maintain until 4 DME.
160 knots, sorry.
And Portugal 2007, you pay a bit high there, confirm establishment on the ILS.
Am I aligning with the ILS now?
That's the ground frequency, so we're just getting that online now.
Portugal 2007, if you establish then you clear to land straight right, 060 degrees 8 knots.
We're not descending. Why aren't we descending? Come on, get down.
Airport.
371.
Just idle, open descent. Right, let's start configuring because I need to lose height a little bit quicker now. Spoilers. And go flaps 1, speeds checked, flaps 1.
Gatwick Director, Speedbird 441 is descending to flight level 80.
Speed 441, Garrett Director, hello, landing runway 08 right.
Speed 180, set.
08 right for Speedbird 441.
85 Juliet Delta, turn right heading 340 degrees, descent altitude 3,000 feet.
Right heading 340, descent altitude 3,000, easy 59 Juliet Delta.
91 Mike Charlie, descent altitude
3,000 blue.
feet. The QNH is, in fact, QNH 1025.
Glide slope's coming up, so we're good.
QNH 1025, easy 91 Mike Charlie.
85 Juliet Delta, turn right heading 035, cleared, ILS approach, runway 08 right.
Continue right turn heading 035, clear ILS approach 08 right, easy 59 Juliet Delta. Alright, put the spoilers away, VS 1500, just to keep that going.
Now on Mike Charlie, turn left heading...
Cleared for the approach, so
let's
on
face that, heading
that,
3
autopilot 2 on. So, alt glide slope, lock blue, cat 3 dual.
Now on Mike Charlie, reduce speed 220 knots,
Autopilot
turn left
1
heading
and 2.
290 degrees.
Yes, speed 220 and heading
11
to
miles.
easy 91 Mike Charlie.
Alt star. Great job by the controllers to get us all lined up, evenly spaced out as well, looking at that. So we'll pull flaps 2 just as the glide slope starts to come down a little bit. That extra drag then, so we can go down without speeding up. Lock star.
Easy 383, if you're with me, turn right heading 280 degrees.
Nice headwind slowing us down as well, actually, looking at that. And glide slope start. Missed right altitude 3000 feet. Set.
Mike Charlie,
Flaps 2. Speeds checked. Flaps 2.
Standard 3000, easy 91 Mike Charlie.
Hey, Lockity, thank you for the follow.
And easy 383, descent altitude 5,000 feet, the QNH Gatwick 1025.
Alright, manage the speed, start reducing. So just remember, in case of a go-around, for whatever reason, the traffic in front doesn't get out of the way,
040 degrees 8 knots, runway 08 right, you're clear to land.
Then
Cleared.
we'll do the go-around straight out.
Negative aircraft on the runway 726 going around.
Oh dear. What were we saying?
I'm texting right now.
6 miles, gear down, spoilers armed. Flaps 3.
726, standard missed approach.
Standard missed.
Easy 91 Mike Charlie, turn right heading 045, cleared ILS approach, runway 08 right.
Heading 05, cleared.
Landing, checklist, cabin is secured, go around altitude 3000 feet, EK memo, landing no blue.
59 Juliet Delta, surface wind 040 degrees 8 knots, runway 08 right, declared to land.
Clear to land, 0 right, easy, 59 Juliet Delta.
726, turn right heading 110 degrees, climb to altitude 5,000 feet.
Right, 110, 5,000 feet, 726.
To be honest, would have probably been easier just landing, he literally disconnected and was messing up the runway, but no worries.
Understandable, but it was my minimum, so go around initiate.
No worries, I think at minimum you need to see the runway, you don't need clearance to land at minimum.
Okay guys, in we come. Autopilot disengaged, I have control.
And confirm speed 220 still for easy 91 Mike Charlie.
Easy 91 Mike Charlie.
Stable,
no
3 reds.
Easy 91 Mike Charlie, roger.
That's better.
0441, descent flight level 70.
Flight level 70, for speed bird 441.
Easy 383, descent altitude 4,000 feet, the QNH is 1025.
This is why with the flight sim you can't land on 08 left. It's not illuminated.
Easy 32, correction 383, even though you're receive only, I need you to respond in text for me, just so I can understand that you've received the message. 726, turn right heading 180 degrees.
Right, 180.
Minimum.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20, retard. 5.
Yes. A bit of weaving on the runway. Anyway, spoilers deployed, reverse green, decel.
Start for 75.
Hey Sam, speed 22 journal.
22 journal.
Manual brakes, thrust reverses off.
Easy 59 Juliet Delta,
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will
ground.
shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties.
Contact ground
However,
1.1.
we ask
Thank you for the
that
service. Easy
remain
59 Juliet
seated
Delta. Good
until
night.
the fasten seatbelt
Bye-bye.
has been switched off. Portable
Seabird
electronic devices for
441,
messaging,
turn left heading
calls or
270
internet
degrees.
access may now be used.
Left to 270 degrees for Speedbird 441.
With you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not
83
permitted
turn
until
right heading
reach
110
a
degrees.
designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground
Well, you
crew
were pushing back. I thought you were in arrival for a second. No, thank you.
For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter, or Easyjet.
Gatwick ground, good evening. Easy 59 Juliet Delta with you. Where have they gone?
Station call out, what do you say again?
Easy 59 Juliet Delta with you.
Apologies, I was wrong person. Easy 59 Juliet Delta, taxi stand 113 via Juliet, Papa and Lima.
113 via Juliet Papa Lima. Easy 59 Juliet Delta. 113 was that. Okay.
You did say plan 1 Zulu departure from 122?
Seabird 132, what do you say again?
Okay, so first right, first left, second left.
Seabird 132 FM, Frame 1 Zulu departure for runway 08 right, terminating at Detlin, Delta Echo Tango.
Alright. Thank you very much for your lucky check.
Do love London Gatwick. If you enjoyed the flight, guys, please do leave a like before you head out, before we get to the gate. And the problem with London Gatwick is it's very intensive on the frame. See how it's stuttering a little bit now?
Gatwick ground, Speedbird 409.
Scaredy, by the way, I use self-loading cargo for my yeah, self-loading cargo for all the cabin announcements.
Call second. Speedbird 4090, ready for taxi. Speedbird 4090, thank you. Taxi, Hollywood Juliet 4 via uniform and Juliet.
Hey Byron, my TC aside from a little null zone in the middle is now set to linear.
Uniform and Juliet for Speedbird 4090.
So let's get ourselves.
456 is at station 107 now.
Easy 456, Roger, have your close room ready.
Much easier to taxi in real life because you're not having to use your mouse to point for buttons and pan the screen around.
QNH 1025. Your clear to destination on the Seaford 4 Zulu departure squawk 1450.
Easy 456, information Golf, QNH 1025, Sierra Foxtrot 2 departure, air squawk 1450.
Well, the clouds that were reported, we didn't get any of those, did we? Nice clear skies above London tonight.
Correct.
C44 Zulu departure, Easy 456.
The 456 reback is correct, advised, ready for the push and start.
Full advise Easy 456.
Big round and wonderful good evening, Easy 901 Mike Charlie, holding short Charlie 2.
Hey, Full Moon Party Video, how you doing, mate?
Easy 901 Mike Charlie.
Great to see you. Which version's that? When did I get this one?
Charlie Hotel Juliet 901 Mike Charlie.
I think I got this new version. Oh, when would it have been?
Contact director
About a month ago, I reckon. Yeah, I think it was about a month ago.
Correction disregard. Seabird 409, instead contact the tower now on 124.225, bye-bye. Contacting tower 1224.25, thanks.
Speedbird 132, ready for push and start.
But all the textures are optimized on the new one. definitely need to check that out.
Seabird 132, push and start is free facing west.
Hey, look at that! Is that people on the overhead? On the air bridge? Wow! I've not seen that before! That's amazing! I'm not looking where I'm going, I'm people watching.
EV901 Mike Charlie, taxi to stand.
Hadn't noticed that before, that is genius. Right, let's see if we can taxi in, shall we, without getting shouted at by
Seabird 409, can I just confirm that frequency one more time?
Seabird 409,
GSX.
not a problem. It is tower on 124.225.
124.225, thank you.
Not a problem, thank you.
Gatwick ground Easy92, Mike. Apologies for the delay, requesting taxi.
Now, do I trust the guy at the front, or this guy here?
South of Quebec.
Taxi Kilo, hold short, Quebec. Easy92, Mike.
Easy901 Mike Charlie, sorry for the long wait. Taxi stand 112 via Juliet, Romeo, Romeo Alpha and Lima.
Juliet, Romeo Alpha and Lima to stand 112. No worries, 901 Mike Charlie.
Should we go a bit further forward? Should we check the video docking guidance system? Go on, let's go that. How close is that video docking guidance system going to get me? Oh my god, this is looking close. I've just run over the marshal. I'm going to have to stop there. I think that might not be optimised. That's the default view as well. Come off frequency. Yeah, that's the default view as well, so maybe that's just... maybe not quite right. I've definitely run over the marshaller. I should have looked at the guy waving frantically with his arms. Right. Parking brakes are set. Is the APU up and running? Yes, it is. So there we go. Let's get rid of that on the overhead as well. Okay, shutting down engine 1. Shutting down engine 2. There we go. All good. Yeah, full moon. Let's have a look. We'll go outside in a second. I'll check that in a minute, see what it looks like. We'll get the fuel pumps off. And for those of you that don't know, Full Moon Party Video is the guy that has created this scenery, and we all rave about this scenery. It's absolutely amazing. So, now's your chance to thank the man himself. That's done, they're off, up. Stand by, squawking 2000. I love how dirty this pedestal looks. There we go. Right, yeah, job done. Get that off, hand over the aircraft to somebody else. An aviator on Twitch. It's Gatwick Ground. Nice to controllers. That's great stuff. Thank you for popping in on stream. We're just about done as well. So let me just have a quick look for you, Full Moon. See whereabouts we are sat. I think we are a bit far forward there, aren't we? Yeah, so there's our stop line. We've definitely gone too far. So, I don't know if there's anything we can do about sort of tweaking that, but there we are. Anyway, never mind. We're here. We're at Gatwick, the wonderful Gatwick. Love this Gatwick. Let me just hit the deboard button on here, and we'll get GSX to sort our things out. Hey Dark Fury, where did you land? You landed, did you land before me or after me? Request deboarding. Wonderful. Oh, always good fun coming into Gatwick, isn't it? Particularly when we've got the kind of ATC that we've got tonight. Right, that is me done for the night, chaps. Thank you so much for watching. I now need to go and put my AirX cycle in. And update it. I really hope you enjoyed that. Big shout out to all our channel members. Thank you so much for your support as always. And once again, while Full Moon Party Video is here, a big thank you for creating this amazing scenery. Those of you on Twitch as well, big shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch as well. Always great fun to to chat with you all whilst we're flying these real ops routes. Awesome stuff. My next flight, I am not entirely sure when that will be, to be honest, but if you aren't already, get yourself on our Discord server, where obviously I'll announce there when our next flights are coming up. And of course, if you are if you are a channel member, make sure you get yourself in the members lounge and the VIP lounge, etc. And then I'm usually always knocking about in there. There's some wonderful memes going off in in those two channels. Always worth a look. Please do hit that like button if you haven't done so already on the way out. I will look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Have a great Wednesday evening, guys. See you all again very soon. Bye bye for now.